everyone, and welcome back to Chappy TV. I am your host, Dakota Chappy, and for you tonight, we're just going to call this episode number 1 of the rest of your fashion life, because truly, fall has arrived. Fall has arrived here in Minot, North Dakota, and it has arrived at the Dakota Chappy store. Oh my gosh, look at these boots. Do you see these boots right now? Do you see these boots? You've seen them before. In your wildest dreams. Oh my God, these are real leather. They are over the knee. I would argue that they might even be thigh high. Mm-hmm. Cut down the back, a touch of Western detailing with the heel, distressed leather, no BS, as you see. There's no like stones and, wraps and buckles and no. You get to do all that if you want to as an afterthought. These are just purely classic, simple, beautiful, refined, defined, classy.
Can I say something?
Yes, anything you want, Diane.
So, you've had these on for maybe about 3 hours now today?
Yes.
And they're already looking like they're, worn and fit your body perfectly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like the leather's already come into itself.
The leather has come into itself.
Because like some boot can look like you're wearing like a starchy piece of cardboard.
Oh, it's so true, especially through the ankle. You really got to watch that. Mm-hmm. This is a beautifully cut boot. And it's a quality boot, and that has a lot to do with it. So
it's made in my Heritage's neighboring country.
Oh, really? Where are these made?
España.
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 Yeah, okay, so we are just really excited about it. We are going to style everything in this episode with this boot, but do keep in mind, you don't necessarily have to do this with the tall heeled boot. It would do very well also with our ultimate boots and some flats and things like that. But we're going to have a little boot party in this episode.
Boot party, sister!
Okay, now, just to break this down really quick for you, I've got on a 2-tiered cape here. If you notice, there's no fringe on this one. This is actually our smaller, scaled down version. And by smaller, I really just mean shorter. Very, very difficult for us to get these in stock. They're made in a very limited quantity. So I'm wearing it right now as the poncho style, which means I have my head through one of the armholes, but I can also show you a couple of other ways to wear this. Yeah, we'll get to the dress here in a minute. This actually has an adjustable length, so there's a seam here. If you put that seam above your arms, then you get the shorter version. If you put it below your arms, then you get the longer version. Did you see that? All in one cape. I mean, is that fabulous?
I was there when you picked them out, honey.
To be able to change that length. Okay, now it's a cape, right? See how that little bit breaks in the back here at the small of your back? Gives you an instant waist.
Can I tell you, your legs look like as tall as the Empire State.
I feel like a stallion.
A stallion?
I do. And
I thought you were going to say a statue, like the Statue of Liberty or something.
I would like all my customers to feel the stallion-esque feeling that I feel.
The stallion is the male horse. I don't know if you should say that.
Well, I've seen a lot of legs on a lot of stallions, and I like what I see.
You got some testosterone running through your body.
Oh, always. It's always out of order.
Oh.
It is.
I think you should say you're a female Appaloosa.
Okay, I'm a female Appaloosa.
Yeah, because they're tall and regal, but they got a little bit of an attitude problem.
I'm a Clydesdale.
A wolf.
Oh, goodness. Okay, let's get to this happy little sweater dress. Sweater dress, 2 words that are should be banned from the fashion dictionary, because sweater and dress usually means stuck to the middle, tucking back underneath your tum-tum, horribleness, almost always. They're just generally just not cut well. This one is cut extremely well. It has all of this gathered seaming under here in these little pleats, which give me a great little waistline, but then there's room in the buns so that it doesn't tuck back underneath the tum-tum. And I think that the print is really great. It's in a wonderful place. Fabulous little neckline here with the button detail. We have very limited quantities in these, but I think this is going to be one that people just love to wear for fall. Isn't that fun? What a little party this is.
This is like the modern day version of Jan Brady's 7th grade photo.
It is. And you really could make this a lot cuter, more cupcakey if you didn't have on a thigh-high boot.
Thigh-high, maybe even crotch-high on some legs.
Well, snort, Diane. Here's the good news about that, because we've had some ladies that are petite that were very concerned about where they would hit. And if your foot is smaller, they scale the entire boot down. So ladies that are a petite proportion, this is still hitting in a wonderful place. Julia in particular wore these incredibly, and we are going to get her to wear these on Chappy TV for us, so we're going to get into that. Now let's talk about all the people that have been into the Dakota Chappy store that have not been watching Chappy TV. And you know how I know? Because you say you do. But then when I say, so you know what the total tight is, then they go, no. And I'm like, you haven't been watching Chappy TV. Because we talk about it every time. And guess what time it is?
Total tight time!
Woo!
Say that 3 times fast.
Total tight time, total tight time, total tight time, total tight time.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You didn't trip on yourself.
I did not.
Are you ready?
I'm
I thought you were going to talk about your total.
I am. I'm not ready, Diane.
Oh, okay.
Don't throw it yet.
You had your hand up like Sister Tossing.
No, I'm testifying.
I'm going to toss my cookies.
I'm glorifying.
Not the dress yet.
What are you tossing your cookies?
I said I'll toss my cookies before I toss this dress because you haven't told me about the total.
Okay, let's talk about it. It is your legging, your cami, your bra, your underwear, your shaper, all sewn into one seamless piece. In the last calendar year, in a 900 square foot store in Minot, North Dakota, we have sold over 5,000 of these items. On the daily, we have people that wear them out of the store that almost try to refuse trying them on to begin with. So when we show people this, they think it's crazy, they think it's going to be hard to get into, they think it's going to be like a sausage casing, just squeezing them. It is nothing like any other shaper you've ever worn. It is not hot, and it will outlast any legging or cami on the market. I will guarantee you that. We have one up in the store. It's been worn and washed over 600 times. It tames all of your squishies. It means that you never have to pull your pants up, you never have to pull your top down, and you never get the dreaded pooling of the flesh.
Can I quote Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
Never say never. But in this instance, you can.
Does he say that?
Yeah, it's a song. It's very new. It's very
Daniel.
new.
Is that a
Never
Justin
say
Bieber song?
never.
Never say never.
Yeah, I saw it. I was at his concert. I was in the pit. I was front row. I know.
Girl, that is cute.
Isn't that cute, though?
Show her the back. I love the hood. Anything with the hood is my kind of jam.
Ooh.
Did you know that? I love anything with the hood. Especially cashmere with the
I
hood.
didn't quite get a
Never
husband on
anything
that.
better. Oh.
Okay, I do need this, but I'm not quite ready for it because I want to just talk a little bit about
You
this
want
tunic.
this?
I'm not ready for it.
Oh.
Diane, she is just eager little beaver today.
That's how my lumberjack calls me. Eager little beaver. Oh Lord, that brings back some memories.
Of last night.
Ooh.
Okay.
1974, actually.
We want to talk about this top because what is making this so incredibly fantastic for the fit is there is actually an extra gore of fabric that has been sewn from here all the way down the front of it. So what that is doing is it's allowing this to then drape back in at the sides. Do you see that? Do you see this A-line thing that's happening here? This is not your average cut tunic. Very unusual neckline. Beautiful neckline going on here. Like Diane said, little hood detail. Fabulous little scalloped edge here. It's an incredibly light fabric. It's a little
why
bit
you always say
flannelish.
scallop? Because I just think of like a sea scallop. I guess it's
A
round.
scalloped edge means that the edge is variated.
But why do they call it scallop? Like scalloped potatoes? Those are kind of edgy. Like,
I think it's derived from the scalloped potato.
okay. I
I'm
just had
not
to
sure of
ask.
it. Yeah, Diane.
Well, thank you for informing me.
Okay, now this necklace is incredible. This is going to give us a very nice centering line, linear down through the body, sits up in the neckline to sparkle. What's really unusual about this is that this is sparkle without bling because these are all little cut stones on here that have been dipped in a coating called Aurora Borealis, named after the northern lights, and so it kind of takes on the color of whatever you're wearing. So do you see how it's picking up all these jewel tones on this top? And isn't that just an interesting neckline?
Yes, but all
My
I'm
earrings
thinking
are a
about
little
is scalloped
distracting,
potatoes for some reason.
Oh, okay, well, Diane's on the scalloped potatoes.
I'm Googling a recipe right now.
And then she's going to share it on her page like it was her own. Guaranteed. Give her an hour. It'll be there.
What am I going to share?
The recipe.
Oh, and I would never steal someone else's recipe. I only steal two people's recipes, and I always give them credit. Martha Stewart, I know that. I almost said a cuss. I know that girl from grade school. Okay, we grew up in the Hamptons together. And then the Pioneer woman. She's the realist.
Girl, that is cute.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, look at that. That goes so well with those boots.
Yes.
Isn't this just a wonderful color party of fall hues and jewel tones and richness? This is a Katie the Lady kind of color
jewel
palette.
tones on the lady. Oh my goodness, isn't she beautiful?
She is beautiful. So again, this is that two-tier cape. See how it gets that waterfall front effect here. Absolutely gorgeous way to pull all those colors together. And I think it should be noted here that I'm wearing a black total type with all of this. And you see how that's just grounding all of the colors?
This whole ensemble would look really good with a total jean.
Yes, total jean
Or
or total
jegging.
jegging. Because this top is just a tad bit on the short side. But when you're wearing a boot this tall, you really got to watch your proportions. Otherwise, the boot and the dress meet, or the boot and the tunic meet, and it doesn't work. So if you're going to do a thigh-high boot, you
The
always
dress
have to
needs
be
to be
conscious.
short or really long to cover the
Yes,
top.
it does. Yes, or a jean. You know, it has to be a jean or a jegging. So that rounds out. Oh, it does not round out. Diane has a piece of outerwear.
One more. You told me to slow down. You said, don't be Nigga Diva, Diane.
I know.
So I slowed
Diane
down.
selected this piece of outerwear for me to wear tonight
Nigga Diva.
because she wore it for her lumberjack husband last night with nothing underneath it.
No,
And
lies.
she tried to
Lies! This is a family show.
She tried to return it to the store today after all that. I was like, I saw your Snapchat story. I don't want that coat.
You're such a liar.
No, that's not what happened. Okay, back at you with this incredible coat. Now, the coat selection at Dakota Chappy for fall and winter is really on point. I absolutely cannot get enough of a tie waistcoat with a big oversized collar
That
works
can be
into a
worn as
hood.
a hood, too. I love a hood.
It is just fantastic. Don't you love this color too?
Mhm.
See how
Show
that
'em
works
the
with the
hood.
thigh-high boots?
Show them.
Okay, Diane.
You look
says
like
she
you're
wants
ready to go to Colorado.
I am ready to go to Colorado.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm ready to go ice fishing. I'm ready for someone to saddle up my horse so I can ride.
Ice fishing in this, huh?
Oh, yes. Maybe not the boots. I'd probably have to put on my goat fur boots.
Well, I just don't know how those would handle on the ice. See my brick and ankle.
Not well. But you
Probably a
know,
little slippery. We do not guarantee the quality of the sole on ice. That is not something we can guarantee.
it's a pretty soft rubber though.
Still, especially in that tall of a heel.
But let me just say, nobody should be wearing heels when it's icy outside.
Never.
It's not worth it. That's why you need a pair of the goat boots. They're very fashionable, they're very cute, but they're flat and they're the safest thing that you really could be in. So come on down to see us at 813 North Broadway. We're dressing sizes 0 to 28 and beyond. And we fitted a lady yesterday that was a size 28 in a total jean, and she was so happy, and it was amazing. So please come down and give us a try. Shout out to everybody that came to see us today. We had Regina, we had Williston, we had Arizona, we had Crookston, Minnesota, we had Bismarck, Fargo, and Grand Forks, all customers that were in the store today. And so if you are in the region, good Lord, you need to come see where all these people are going to such great distance to come experience, because your better life is literally waiting for you here at 813 North Broadway. Bless up, stand up, come see me, because you are way too cute to dress so average.